Welcome anyone to my YouTube channel. This is Everett, aka 2Beast to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. And I am a little under the weather, unfortunately, but I am here to talk about some important stuff. If you've been on Twitter, obviously, Game Pass is probably the biggest thing happening today, at least right now. So obviously that's what I'm going to be talking about. Before we get into that, set that intro. So, yeah, let's just basically get into it again. Or, well, before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right. So, Game Pass is making some changes. Yeah. So, right here, as you can see, I'm on the website. And through a tweet today, or through Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Asha Sharma, the new Xbox chief, talked about that. Yeah, they're making changes, lowering the price and getting rid of some things. So yeah, let's go ahead and get through this right here. Starting today, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate drops from $30 to $23 a month, which, as a subscriber to Game Pass Ultimate, I am very much glad to be saving $7. PC Game Pass will also drop from $16.49, basically $16.50, to $14. And prices obviously may vary by region, whatever. But beginning this year, here's the big thing. Beginning this year, future Call of Duty titles will not join Game Pass Ultimate or PC Game Pass at launch. New Call of Duty games will be added to Game Pass during the following holiday season, about a year later, while existing Call of Duty titles already in the library will continue to be available. Game Pass Ultimate subscribers will continue to have access to hundreds of games on console and PC, including current Call of Duty titles, in-game benefits, online console multiplayer, unlimited Xbox Cloud, the whole spiel. Yeah, so obviously this is huge. There's probably one of two things that could be true because of this, that they're taking out Game Pass, or Call of Duty from Game Pass. Obviously, that's a cost-cutting measure because Call of Duty is, aside from last year, even though it's still sold well enough, Call of Duty is typically the top-selling game every year. We'll see what happens. Maybe that's why it wasn't the best-selling game this past year. Maybe it would have been, but it was on Game Pass, so a lot of people ended up getting it through Game Pass or something. Who knows? And maybe they saw that data and said, we could just lower the price and start selling Call of Duty to make that money, because obviously $70 for a game is a lot better than someone paying $30 a month, maybe even just for the month, to play Call of Duty real quick, play through the campaign, play some multiplayer, and then that's it. So maybe, yeah, it's a cost-cutting measure because of that, or maybe they just said, as I was already kind of alluding to, that they're just, we could get rid of it and we could lower the price, make it look nice. It's $7 cheaper now. It's $23 instead of $30. And yeah, when it comes to Call of Duty, they're still going to make their money. Now, obviously, they're going to have to really make sure that Call of Duty comes back and is as strong as ever, but that's a whole other conversation. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, we're seeing there's a lot of takes on it. Obviously, you're going to have all the people who are very happy that this is a thing now. Again, I'm happy. I'm not one of those people who thought that $30 was some exorbitant, like, oh man, I thought it was still worth it, in that, like, what you get with Game Pass, $30 a month, works if you plan on playing the games that come out and not just one or two games. Someone like me, obviously, just this year, we'll have Halo, Forza, Gears of War, Fable. There was another one I'm forgetting, but oh wow, Kiln. These are just first-party titles. Obviously, no longer Call of Duty, but whatever. But that's just, added into other games that came out, like Super Meat Boy 3D's on there, if that's interesting to you. I'm playing Vampire Crawlers right now. That game is very fun. You should try it. Um, Replaced just came out on that. Like, there's a bunch of games. So if you're planning on buying games, planning on buying all these games, and you just get them through the subscription service, yes, I understand that it's $360 a month at that point. You know, that was the asking price, or a year. But if you look at these games and how they price them out, like $70, like, yeah, you know, 5 games is basically that amount, AAA games. So if you're able to get these games, if Xbox is able to keep adding games that you normally would be like, I'm not going to spend $70, I'll just get it through that, it made sense. Now, $30 a month is still a lot of fucking money, you know, for games. It's a niche hobby, you know, still, it may make a lot of money, the games industry, but it's still not something that everybody wants to do. There's not, it's still not big enough to overtake, you know, the biggest pastime, which is obviously like movies and TV shows, or music, I guess. It's still not there. It may make more money, but it's still small comparatively. So yeah, $30 a month. Like, I mean, we see people who complain about, I think it's $27 a month right now for Netflix, and we see people who just really $27 for Netflix, and what do you get with that? And you could make the argument that what they put on there makes it worth it, but it's still 27, still 30. You know, it's a lot of money. So yes, 23 is still not great compared to what it was. Like, it was $20 before they increased it to 30. So like, it would have been nice to maybe go back to that, but I understand, like, obviously with everything, you know, prices are going up pretty much in everything and everywhere. Like, that was never going to be a thing if they decided to lower it. Now, there's still the rumors that maybe they're going to make a first party only tier. So if they end up doing that, that could be something where they're like, okay, that's only this much money, and probably still wouldn't have the Call of Duty stuff. Yeah, I mean, we'll see about that. I mean, this was being rumored that they were looking at, like, this is being rumored, like, probably only for the past week, right? Yeah, only for the past week, that they were looking at lowering the price, and all of a sudden we get it. We get it today. So, I mean, this Asha Sharma chick is moving quick. She's trying to make Xbox look sexy. You can tell. And I mean, I talked about this on the podcast, every new episodes every Monday, except for this week where I released it earlier today. We're late on the recording. But you don't need a gamer to run a gaming business if they know just, okay, let the people who make their games, but when it comes to the business side and the marketing side, I know how to market products. And it looks like that's what she's doing. She knows how to market products, at least for now. Something could blow up in her face, or maybe these are things that were already planned, and she's just reaping the benefits. And later on, she tries to do stuff that is not popular. Whatever, we'll find out, because she's only been around for, you know, a couple months or so, maybe a month or whatever it is. But as of right now, if these are things that she's doing with, like, oh, you know, there was a new update to the dashboard and everything that apparently she helped push through, or she said, yes, let's push it through, or whatever it is. Here's this, like, maybe. Oh, and I guess bringing back their convention. X1, is that what it's called? I'm not remembering what it's called right now. Yeah, like, Asha Sharma seems to be doing stuff. On the surface, it looks like she's doing stuff that is trying to bring back Xbox to a more gamer friendly, position where people are like, okay, yeah, I'm an Xbox gamer, and it's not just a dirty word. But yeah, again, you're seeing all these people who are celebrating the price drop. You've seen a lot of people being negative about it, saying, "Oh, this is just, death bell for Xbox or Game Pass and all that stuff." Um, I mean, I don't know. I think subscriptions are still the future of gaming. They just need to be worked out. They need to get all the kinks out. And unfortunately for Xbox, they're the first major. Obviously, they're not the first, but they're the first major publisher to have, or not first major, but they're the first console maker or platform holder, whatever you want to call it, to do something like this to this scale. They're gonna be the ones who figure it all out, and then if Nintendo follows suit, PlayStation follows suit, Steam follows suit, they will get the blueprint and not make the same mistakes. I mean, again, $23, a lot better than 30. I like what's happening right now. Xbox seems to, again, Asher Sharma seems to be like, okay, let's try to work this out. Let's make Xbox a little sexier. So yeah. All right. I think I ranted long enough. All right. As per usual, you like what I do on this channel, you like the videos I put out, you like my podcast. Again, new episodes typically every Monday. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And until next time, I'll catch you later.